The Hadzabe tribe made it again, hunting baboons in the wild and relishing them for lunch. It's fascinating to see how the Hadzabe tribe, known for their hunting skills, do it. So let's dive into this video today to know more about the tribe enjoying baboons for lunch. The Hadza, one of Africa's most ancient hunter-gatherer groups, is known as the Hadzabe. Their unique way of life revolves around hunting and gathering. Hadza men skillfully hunt small antelopes, wildebeests, and even baboons. Surprisingly, they are granted special hunting permits even within the National Serengeti Park, where hunting is typically prohibited. They adapt their camps to follow the animals they hunt, or to find fresh fruits and tubers. Crafting their bows and arrows with giraffe tendons as strings, they buy iron arrowheads from the Datoga through bartering. The secret to their arrows' potency lies in the boiled sap of the desert rose, known as Adenium obesum. Love for baboons. Hunting is a significant aspect of the Hadza tribe's way of life. While they usually hunt alone or in pairs, hunting baboons is a special event that brings the community together. Baboons are their most sought-after prey, and capturing them requires teamwork. Tradition dictates that a Hadza man must kill 5 baboons before he can marry, demonstrating his strength and skills. After a successful hunt, the captured prey is brought back to the camp and cooked over an open fire without cooking pots or metal grids. The meat is then shared among all the group members, who eagerly gather and compete to get the best pieces. Their way of eating is primal, with large chunks of meat consumed, bones smashed with rocks to extract the marrow, and grease rubbed on their skin for its beauty benefits. Interestingly, the baboon's head is considered a true delicacy for the Hadza people. They first savor the eyeballs, cheeks, neck meat, and skin. Later, they plunge the baboon's skull into the fire to make it easier to hack open, revealing the gelatinous brains they eat with their hands as if using spoons. Let's get to know their entire process of hunting baboons and relishing them for lunch. Preparation for the hunt. The Hadza people are strategic hunters, carefully preparing the night before their baboon hunt. They locate the baboons' dwelling areas and spend the night nearby, ready to start their hunt at dawn. Using bows and arrows, the Hadza take advantage of the early morning when the baboons awaken. Their bows have a unique construction, being rigid and unable to be pulled back as far as European bows. The arrows they craft serve different purposes. Simple wooden points are used for hunting small mammals, while arrows with metal arrowheads, acquired through bartering with the Datoga, are reserved for hunting baboons, their favored food. Some arrows have metal tips coated with poison for larger prey like antelopes. The poison takes effect within minutes, and the Hadza tracks the animal after shooting it, then field dresses it, removing the poison-touched portion. Another fascinating arrow design features sharpened shafts with attached corn cobs. This design is effective for hunting birds and small mammals, delivering a blunt blow like a hammer, increasing the chances of a successful hit. The Hadza's expertise in crafting specialized arrows showcases their remarkable hunting skills and resourcefulness. Process of hunt. As the Hadzabe hunters set out on their journey, they strategize and communicate, planning their approach carefully. Moving through the wilderness, they start by hunting a bird, and when one of the hunters, disguised in baboon fur, deftly captures a bird, they sometimes face the common issue of an arrow stuck in a tree. They tackle this challenge by throwing rocks and sticks to free their arrows, a vital task for their success. The group then takes a break to quench their thirst under the shade of a massive baobab tree with a hole. And later, resuming their search, they encounter noisy mongooses, adding to the excitement. They remain attentive, listening for signs of their prey, and one hunter discovers fresh dung from a dangerous eland. During the search, the hunters somehow get separated to find a baboon, but when unable to find one, they modify their plan, opting for a nighttime attack. Their passion for hunting drives them, despite the challenges they face with the encroachment of other tribes and food scarcity. Excitement fills the air as they spot the baboons approaching. They pause for lunch and prepare for the upcoming nighttime hunt. The bravest warriors are chosen for the dangerous mission, employing stealth and silence rather than dogs. They strategize, splitting into 2 groups, one acting as a distraction while the other ambushes from a different direction. At night, they hear the eerie sounds of the baboons, which they liken to demons. They devise a plan to confuse them, allowing them to shoot from a higher vantage point. A whistle signals the attack, and they capture one baboon, planning to track it down the next morning after the poison takes effect. The next day, with the help of their dogs, they locate the wounded baboon. They follow their keen senses and sharp eyes, retrieving their arrows. One baboon remains alive, leading them to give chase. The men skillfully assess its readiness for consumption, checking for fat, which they particularly value, especially from the baboon's ass. With the baboon's ass as the prized item on their menu, they take charge of the killing and initial cutting, ensuring the presence of fat. During the intense battle with the baboons, some dogs get injured. Resourceful as they are, one hunter uses snail shell contents as a natural antiseptic to treat wounded dogs. Baboon soup for lunch. While making baboon soup for lunch, they work together, where hunters and women play their essential roles, ensuring nothing goes to waste. The animal's hide is carefully preserved and transformed into durable materials for crafting clothing and blankets. The Hadzabe have mastered the art of tanning, creating items that withstand the test of time. Gathering firewood, the women create a warm cooking space around crackling flames, drawing the community together. Hunters skillfully cut the meat into manageable pieces, preserving its natural taste by not washing it. Unwanted fat and connective tissue are removed, leaving only tender and succulent parts. A large pot is placed over the fire, and water is added to achieve the desired thick and smooth soup texture. No other seasonings are used, as Hadzabe believes in allowing the meat's natural flavors to shine. The communal cooking experience becomes a time for storytelling and bonding, strengthening their social fabric and preserving their culture. As the soup starts boiling and gets a thick texture, an incredible and amazing aroma fills the air, heightening anticipation. The flavors meld together, infusing the broth with richness and depth. The Hadzabe have an innate sense of timing, knowing precisely when the soup is ready. Once deemed perfect, the soup is relished by all. Special portions are set aside for children or the elderly, marked with small sticks. The Hadzabe's resourcefulness extends beyond soup making. They preserve any remaining meat through drying or smoking, creating jerky-like strips for sustenance during lean times. Even the bones and scraps are used to craft tools, weapons, and ornaments, exemplifying their profound connection with nature. Baboons in Tanzania and their popularity. Baboons, some of the world's largest monkeys, come in 5 species: olive, yellow, chakma, Guinea, and sacred. They inhabit various regions in Africa and Arabia. While they lack a gripping tail like other old-world monkeys, they can climb when necessary. With dog-like noses, strong jaws, sharp canines, and thick fur, males have a ruff around their necks. In Tanzania, the yellow baboon and olive baboon are present, resembling their southern cousin, the chakma baboon. The yellow baboon is more widespread in Tanzania, while olive baboons are limited to the far northwestern areas. These social creatures prefer living in groups of around 50 members, engaging in activities like sleeping, traveling, feeding, and socializing together. They have a matriarchal society and communicate through grunts and barks when alarmed. Being omnivorous, baboons eat various foods, including grass, berries, seeds, insects, and small amounts of meat. Their adaptable diet allows them to thrive in savannas where other monkeys can't survive. Unfortunately, humans pose the biggest threat to baboons. They are often poisoned or killed intentionally as they are considered pests. Baboons are also hunted for their skins, with sacred baboons being more susceptible to this practice. Additionally, they are used in laboratories and medical research. So, what do you think of the Hadzabe tribe hunting baboons and relishing them for lunch? Comment below your views and subscribe for more such videos.